Hello there, welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a good crafting day. Today I have a digital in my shop. This is a new digital that I made and I thought I'd share it with you. I thought we'd do a little project at the end. I took some vintage wallpapers, some actual scans of vintage wallpapers, and I made them down into little blocks, and I made whole pages of them. I thought these could be great for collaging, cutting out different parts of it. You could even cut the whole thing down and use that strip as something. I also thought you could use these in your journal as a page. Would work that way too. So I have 5 of them in 5 sheets in the listing. And these are all, like I said, vintage wallpapers, and some of them I've recolored a little bit. Some of them are just original. So I thought we'd do a little project. I was making something for a swap, and I grabbed one of these and just cut out one of these squares, and I'm going, oh, that really works really good for a index card, altered index card that I was doing. So I thought, well, I'll make a listing of that. So this is the 5 pages that you would get in the listing. And then I thought we would make a little something with it. So I took an index card and I'm going to make a pocket. And these are the little bigger index cards. Not quite sure what size they are. Here, I could probably tell you. I am not organized today, guys, so it's a 4 by 6. And most of your pages are in your journal, 1/2 of your page is around 5, 5.5. So I like to keep my pocket around 5. So to do that, if this is 6, we just need a 1/2 inch on either side. You just fold it in a little bit on each side. You can measure or you're not, depending on what you feel like doing. And then I thought that was a good line to go by, just to fold the bottom up, because we don't want it too deep. And I thought that made a pretty good pocket. And you do this so that when you glue this down, you have a little bit of room in there to put something in it. So I have my pocket, and I thought I would do something with this. Also, as I was looking at these, I was going, those look like those would make cute little envelopes. So that's what I did. I cut some squares. I cut them off. When you want to just make a quick little envelope, you want your piece of paper to be even, no matter what size it is. If it's 6, 6 on each side. If it's 5, 5 on each side. So I measured these, and I got some that were, they seem like if you take this little strip off, it's about square. So let's see, did I get one? Oh, that's one thing I didn't do. See, I told you I'm not organized. So we're just going to cut this one out here real quick. And we're going to measure it and see if it's even or not. So I can show you how you make a quick little envelope. And it doesn't have to be totally perfect. Let's see if this is even. Where was my ruler again? Let's see. So this side is a little over 2.5. Yep, it's about. Let's see if it'll fold right. So all you want to do is fold 2 corners in. Any 2 corners, depending on what you want it to look like on the front. You just fold them in towards each other, so the points meet and overlap just barely. And that kind of keeps you straight, like so. And then you take either end and fold it up, and you have your envelope. You glue right here, and then this is the top. This is the top here. So I'm going to show you. There's your little envelope I made. Let's see. I made some envelopes here, some little envelopes. I glued them. Made some more, and I glued them. So they, little tiny envelope. And then I thought they look so cute together that I thought, well, I'll glue 2 of them together like this. And that would be part of my pocket. So, and then I also had these little strips that came out. And I thought, gosh, those look really like they would be useful, that I cut off the top when I was making the envelopes. So I'm not sure what I'll use those for, but making our pocket, I thought first we would glue this down. Where do I got this? I've got some tape here. Actually, I'm going to do it on here. I'm going to do it on here. Because otherwise, it'll go over the edge. And which way do we want it? I think that might be going to be covered up. So I'm going to leave it like this. And then when you're done, you could ink the edges and stuff like that. And then I had these. Nope, where is it? Oh, I did the wrong one. I want this one. Let me find it. I want this one. This one. Because I like this one and I like this one. I thought they looked vintagey. And I wanted to cut on them and see if we could make the other half of this, what we would use. So we'll just quickly cut this out. Like I said, I am totally not organized today. I think as you get older, organization gets harder. Well, in one way. Maybe not in another way, because you get rid of a lot of stuff and you try to like yeah. So I like those two. Now I like this here a lot. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it on there because I might be going to cover it up. Here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go like this, and then we're going to go like that. Well, that would be okay. You'd still see that part. So let's stick that on there. Let's just stick that on there. Make sure we get... Now, I'm not going to ink it today, but you'd probably want to ink these edges. So we're going to cut the edges off here that we have over the side. I wonder if once you stick the little envelopes on backwards, which we're kind of putting them on backwards, I wonder if you could still put little notes in them. And then we're going to add this like that. I'm just going to tack this down for right now. Add that. And then I think we're done, but I just wanted to cut this out and just see what it looked like. Could we use it anywhere? Would we want to? I think it looks a little bit, when you do it like this, I think it looks a little bit like a doily. And then you can get other things and you can stick it on there. Get some, well, it's already got a flower, so I was just wondering. No, I don't want to cover that up. So maybe not. Maybe not. It's a little big. If it was a little smaller, we might. But I don't want to cover that up. I don't want to cover that up. Maybe it'll go in the pocket. I'm going to leave it right there for now. Anyways, you guys get the idea. So it makes a cute little pocket. And you might even be able to stick a little, have the person who gets the journal might be able to stick a little something in there. So there is my video on my new listing today. And I hope you guys are having a great crafting day. And thank you so much for stopping by.